So get this, 42% of Americans have racked up more credit card debt since the COVID-19 pandemic began, according to a survey from Bankrate.com.
And as this new year begins, so does the need for a little financial help, and we need it around here. Definitely. With us this morning is financial author Nicole Lapin. Nice to have you back on Good Day New York.
Love to be here with you always. I just wish I was in person with you guys.
I know. We miss having you here because sometimes we need to see you eye to eye so you can talk sense into us, Nicole.
I got you, girl. I got you.
All right. So, you know, we've been spending a lot of time at home, obviously on our phones and downloading and Amazoning. And this one bought like a pen topper because it had a Cheeto thing on it. I mean, we're spending
why not?
Stupid money. Stupid money, Nicole. We got to get ourselves together.
It was $8, Nicole. It was $8.
Sister, but that's now $8 you don't have.
True. Gosh darn it. Why'd you have to get me like that?
Because it's cheap or on sale. This is what happens at Target. Like, you go in there, it's not free just because it's on sale. You know what I mean?
Right. So
Just
let me ask you
real.
something. There seems to be a lot of deals out there. You know, pay later, buy now, pay later, I don't know, layaway plans. I mean, are these good? Should we look at those as options?
So, did you guys see King Richard? I am obsessed with that movie now. And, you know, he, of course, said, fail to plan, plan to fail. And so I'm all about planning going into the new year with 2022 in full swing right now. I do recommend you taking advantage of those tools that offer you more flexibility and control, Rosanna, for the things that you want now and can pay later. Now, the buy now, pay later, as you mentioned, has become super popular among consumers because of the flexibility. I personally recommend American Express's Planet because it offers that flexibility and control, but also the rewards and the protections of my trusty Amex card. And that's basically where you can take large purchases of $100 or more in monthly installments with a fixed fee, so you know what you're getting. And that's, I think, a big thing going into the new year is those little unexpected, you know, cheetah on the pen type purchases that you just aren't expecting. Once those add up, that really messes up your spending plan. And so I like to think of a budget like a spending plan, like an eating plan, where you allow yourself small indulgences so you don't end up binging later on, but don't go crazy with them, of course.
Man, Nicole, you're hitting me in all the wrong areas. Just talking about eating plans and eating right. I was like, okay, we're off the rails here. I do want to ask, though, as you head into 2021 and you're looking at maybe things like credit cards. I spent a big portion of my time through the pandemic, unlike a lot of people, which was bringing my debt down. And now I'm trying to figure out how to, you know, maybe get a credit card and buy things and build a credit. So do you have any advice for people maybe doing that? Because I feel like that was probably not the norm of 2020. Instead, people were just racking up, you know, debt.
You know, I would suggest to safeguard yourself from yourself as much as you possibly can, especially, you know, set up a system, set it and forget it in the new year. I like to put all of my retailers' emails in a whole other inbox. You can go through, you can use services like unroll.me where you can just unsubscribe in bulk from a bunch of those sale emails because, you know, you emotionally spend, I mean, not you personally, just in general, people emotionally spend. And so when you see those sale emails pop up, you're more likely to do it, even though it's not in the plan. I also think that you can clear your cookies, not the yummy kind, but maybe those too. You know how you see those ads pop up, like if you're on Facebook or on the side of your browser and you looked at those boots 3 weeks ago and you're like, how are those stalking me? How does the internet know that I love those boots?
Nicole, are you watching my screen? Like, how do you know this?
I mean, I have sources. I have deep sources at Good Day New York, and LA, and everywhere. But this is an issue. You're not alone. I mean, so many of us have these issues around spending, emotional spending. And so it's okay. The first step to any recovery is admitting you have a problem. And the only financial problems we can't fix are the ones we don't admit we have.
So should we cut up the credit cards if we have a few of them? Asking for a friend.
I have one.
No, to tell your friend, you should not. Don't do anything rash. It's truly like coming up with a realistic plan. Like I said with the eating plan, you know, if you allow yourself the equivalent of a Hershey's Kiss, you won't end up on a ending up binging on a big old hunk of chocolate cake. I heard from my friend in the middle of the night, because you're so hungry and so deprived. So if you go into the new year, I like to set up the 3 E's: essentials, end game, and extras, where 70% of your overall spending plan goes to the essentials. So your food, your housing, your transportation, all of that. 15% goes to the end game, so the future, Rosanna, what you're saving up for, vacations, retirement, investments, all that good stuff. And then 15% to the extras. So the latte, the mani-pedi, whatever does it for you, the cheetah thing, but just keep it to 15% and stick to that. And if you can't, take that out in cash or, set up a fixed payment. And when that's done, the party's over.
I like the plan. And what's your affiliation with Amex as well?
So I'm working with Amex to help them promote the Planet program, because I hope that folks don't get themselves into trouble. I got your back. I got everybody else's back. Finances are complicated. And you know what? Let's get the new year started off right. New year, new financial you.
All right. Love it. Nicole, where can people find you?
Well, you can come over anytime.
Thank you.
But everybody else can find me on social media. You can also slip into my DMs, because these are the kinds I get, not fun, sexy ones, but financial questions, or pick up my new book, Miss Independent, which is out February 1st.
Fantastic. We miss having you in the studio, but hopefully soon. Thanks, Nicole.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Nicole Lapin.